Chimakaye. Oma chikas. Sitas machakaya. Greetings, holy ones. We're just getting started, yes. We're just getting prepared to speak about this Orion Starseed, holy ones. Thank you for your patience. Amakaya. Hello, Leo Murray. How you doing, brother? Welcome to this stream, this podcast, this Orion Starseed podcast. And tonight, we're going to explore some of that heritage. Understand, holy ones, this is a spiritual ascension. Yes. And even the Orion Starseed is part of this, holy ones. We have different beings in different realities, you would say dimensions, and different worlds, different species. And some of you are those different species, yes. Makaya, Hochimasi. How you doing, holy one? Akaya. We're going to be having some of our brothers and sisters coming on in to this frequency, saying hello to this guy. That's right, holy one. Ascension time is here. You are in the right place, holy ones. Yes. I love you. We're going to be peaceful in this awakening, okay? In this change, in this transmutation. Check that out. Yeah. We are going to become masters of consciousness. Yes. Masters of Akachi. Yumosu. Energy. Feel energy. Feel it. Yeah. Welcome, Candace, in the house. What's up, holy one? Greetings, sister. We got a few more coming in. You guys come, say hello. You don't have to have a whole conversation if you don't want to. But we're friendly, and we have a moderator, so if anyone's unfriendly, well, she's going to watch out for that. Excuse me, and thank you, sister, for watching my back. Right now, you're the only one, so hello, shining ones. Happy to be here. Of course, we have Adrian in the house. What's up, Adrian? Excuse me, guys. But yeah, this is a good vibe. I feel a positive vibe. And then when you guys come in, it gets even more light. Like you could say white light. Each energy, each chakra is a different color. Well, this one is pure white, baby. Chikiwa. We're talking about 12D. Yeah. Look at that hearts. Oh, thank you for the positive love, Manchiwa. We are, I like that, you would say purple, or you could relate to the third eye, Hokochima, Wachewas, Machkoma, Haikochiwa, Mache, Hamakaye, Sasi, Hamakaye. Class is in session. Yeah. Kochevas. I toast to you, holy ones, Hakaye, for standing in your power. You are this, when I say power, that means energy. Your consciousness, your energy. Energy is alive. Everything is made of energy, so everything is alive. There is nothing that is not God, and so everything is God. So even not so nice things, just understand it was free will in a distortion of God that made this choice. Chichiwa and Mositas. You could say every creation of God is actually a distortion of oneself because it's lesser. It's lesser, but it's not. How can it be lesser? You see, it's kind of like a juxtaposition. Say that 3 times. Juxtaposition, juxtaposition, juxtaposition. You know? What do you mean, David? I just got a free piece. Thank you very much. Yeah, man. Of course, we're talking about chess, didn't you know? The video game, or not? I mean the not video game. Well, you could play it on video, I guess. God, yeah. Brothers, sisters, what's up? We got a big family growing, man. We're Lyra and Starseed conversation. You better bet we're gonna get over 20 people. No, I mean Orion Starseed, but also any Starseed. Doesn't matter. You guys doesn't mean you're not, because we're talking about all Starseeds. So don't worry. We're talking about all of you holy ones. And what does it even mean to be a Starseed, right? That would be nice. Wasika. Star. That means from another world, not from this one. Another star. So that means extraterrestrial. That's the first one. Okay, so star. Now we have seed. Seed means DNA. So you have star DNA. You're bringing in star DNA. That's what a star seed is, honey. It has to do with DNA. And it has to do with, well, what's going on with the human's DNA. Because you're going to take that star seed and add its star DNA to the earth seed human DNA. And voila, you got now because of this, now you got a different DNA. Wow, cool. It's the next model number up, the next improvement, the next generation, the next evolution. Yeah. So man, we're ready to rock this spirit, this communication, this 5D, this 6D, this 7D communication. Hakachiwa. And you know the crown is Gaia, honey, the beginning of Gaia. Gaia is also 8th dimensional and 9th dimensional. So 10 or 7, 8, and 9. You know, what? Like that. Because that's the only diagonal, only diagonal chakra. What a trip, man. Makaya. So, honey, that's the silver chakra. Imagine silver. That's beautiful light, energy, frequency, vibration, honey. This is part of who you are. This is part of Orion Starseed. Okay, some of you were originally from Vega. Okay, now this is part of the gold flame. So when we start talking about Orions, we're talking about the gold flame. That's because most of the races there are these insectoids. They're also the lizards, the reptilians, the Omicron, Draconians, dragons, who made a hybrid with us, by the way, called Dracos. So we have all of this background history, honey, from the gold flame. So these are gold flame seraphim races, okay, that are fallen angelic races, specifically. I mean, and that you gotta be fair and say, well, not all reptilians are bad. Most are. Okay, point that out. Yeah, well, most are, honey, but anyways, that's not my point. My point is, you're talking about gold flame, just think of lizards and reptilians, insects. It's not just lizards, it's also the insectoids, the dragon moths, Omicron, and the Odedicron insect lizards, and throw in some bird beings, you know, because that comes from seraphim, gold order. You guys are learning this stuff. You guys are finding it from here on Christos Avatar, Holy Ones. We talk about this heritage of you, Orion Starseed, and also you, Pleiadian, Arcturian, and Lyran, and, you know, Syrian Starseed, and also Orion Starseed. I love you, Holy Ones. Thank you for being here. We're a Starseed community. Doesn't matter really which planet you come from, because we're part of this group of beings with other star DNA. That's what a star seed is. You have star DNA, honey. You don't have just regular DNA. Yeah, there's some normal human DNA. Well, you have that. You have that because their origins come from you. I mean, from us, the different star seeds, because the human has 5 star seeds. The complete human, not the now human. The now human sucks. That's not a loving statement. I'm sorry. Let me take that back. I'm sorry. You know, it just, sometimes we blurt. We shouldn't blurt. So I please, you know, understand. I'm sorry. Anyways, we have to be progressive, you know, improve, be better, be our highest version, right? I didn't say virgin. Get your mind out of there. You know, I said version, you know? So be your highest, best version, okay? It's beautiful, you guys. And I'm glad to share that with you. And you, Starseed, and you, Indigo Child. You're so beautiful, brother, sister. We are like in this awakening together. You and me, and that one, we're together. It's called unity. That's what togetherness is. That's when we're all equal to each other in value, in intrinsic value. Not saying the other system, because the other system has the different opinion. They think everything is about power, money. You know, did I say power? They love power. You know, they love elitism. They like authority. They like chosen ones, special ones, better ones. This is their mentalities, and also they're very dark. They call themselves Luciferian. They're proud of their covenant, Luciferian covenant. We're talking about all kinds of Anunnaki. These beings are part of the Nibiru. There's also ones, Anunnaki, also from Sirius A, because we come from Sirius B now, not from Lyra, because our planet was freaking destroyed. Sorry, it was destroyed. Armentana is destroyed. You can read this in the Ashiana Dean material Voyagers 2. Our most ultimate, highest planet, our most sacred planet, was destroyed. Like Vader showing, hey princess, look, there's your planet, watch. Boom! So Lyrans were fleeing because the dark side was winning. In those times, just because you're light doesn't mean you always win. So we lost, and Lyrans fled. They fled. They were under attack, sought after. We went to our friends in Sirius B. So our heritage, as by the way, cat people. I just made a video about Lyran Starseeds. Now I'm talking about Orion Starseed. But in a previous video, check it out. I mean, I just made it today, just now. I mean, a few hours ago. It's only a minute video, so it's worth your time to check it out, baby. We have this development going on. This is spiritual ascension, and some of you are part of that. Thank you for being here. You're so kind and friendly. We want to keep it that way. That's why we have assistance today with Candace, and anyone who wants to be disrespectful, she's buff, man. She'll kick your butt. She's gonna throw you out herself. No, everyone has freedom of speech, but as soon as you keep on after 2 warnings, man, some people just want to. They strive to be disrespectful or unkind. Some people just strive to be cruel. So they'll troll and try to. That is what? It's interruptive. It's distracting. And it just it takes a nice vibe, and chaos wants distortion. Chaos wants upheaval. Chaos wants problems and sicknesses and diseases and darkness. They want power and they want domination, or they want to just, get rid of you. Sorry, I'll turn my speaker off. They just want to get rid of you, honey. They're not nice beings. They're not humans. And they will look like human, and come on, man, turn off my speaker. Okay. Thank you. And so Ramaya's in the house. Greetings, Ramaya. Miss Whore's in the house. Life Monique is in the house. What's up, beautiful being, she says. Thank you, Holy One. White Eagles, what representing? What's up, White Eagle? What a beautiful name. What a beautiful being. Oh, White Eagle Roskoske. You're right, no trolls. Thank you. Hello in the house. Good evening, Brother Fabian. Thank you, White Eagle. You're so kind. Harper's Angel, Tara, communicate in the house. Chuchukoma. With the galactic mind. Yeah, in the house. Hey, if any of you guys want to get lit, go get lit. I've already got lit. Join us in this vibe. We got Crypto Yacht in the house. Oh, you're so kind. I thought you were just going to say something mean, and then I finished reading your sentence. Thank you, man. Thank you so much, Holy One. Seriously, I thought there was a bad comment coming. Feel it sure. Oh, brother, how you doing? I'm sorry, I get hung up on your first name sometimes. Sorry. Welcome, Holy One, from Nibiru, no less. Miss Horror, are you asking me? Positive energy when you came in, Tara. Thank you, Holy One. Candle, lit candle. I thought that was a bottle, but it's a lit candle. Thank you, Holy One. Crypto Yacht. Does alcohol affect ascension? No. You could say it affects it, like maybe retards it, like makes it slower. That is a word, I wasn't trying to be disrespectful. That's a word when something's retards. It means it goes to a certain degree off. In analytically, like mathematically, that's what I meant. Machiwa Siva Hamakaya Hepesitas. I mean, sometimes if we're in friendly company, I don't have to explain myself. You guys are on the same vibe. But we quite often, in your personal lives, in our starseed personal lives, we find ourselves sometimes in negative company, negative energy, people who want to distort the vibe. They want to take the vibe and make it they want to be obnoxious. They want to be aggressive. They want to be pushy. You see what I'm saying? So, Holy Ones, I thank you for being here. All polarities are welcomed. This is unity. So you understand that we're loved, but also know that we accept all. We don't condone disrespect though in our chat. That's all. You want to talk your point of views peacefully? That's fine. So, and also understand, you guys, also part of the audience, whenever you're watching this, thank you. Realize, don't allow other beings simply to vampire you. Don't allow them to, they're trying to cause a rouse in you. They want you to feel, they want you to react negatively. As soon as they get you to react negatively, they've accomplished their goal, because you're spiritual, and they got you off of your vibe. So in this negative world, distorted consciousness, right? We're going to have some upheavals, some problems, negativity, man. Even when you're trying to be, think about this. You say, oh, I am always peaceful and good thoughts. Every time you go outside your house, outside your temple, outside your cleansed area, you're going to come back home from the public somewhere, the supermarket or wherever. You're bringing something in the air you walk through. It's around this low, negative, angry, aggressive mentality. So, you guys understand, this is not an ascension planet. This is what Ashiana says herself. And this is based off of Ashiana Dean, her work. But this is all our knowledge. Understand that part. Just understand that part. We respect her copyright, but understand we can talk about ascension from the Guardian perspective. From our words of, explaining the law of one. We talk about unity. It's actually not hard to understand unity. All are one being. Now, every time I make a video about unity consciousness, I can't get many views for it because there's this word unity, and it has something to do with game development or some programming, and it's super popular. So now automatically my unity consciousness video doesn't show up anywhere because it's freaking taken over by this huge popular word. It's like trying to compete with, what's that popular game everyone freaking plays? Like billions of people play this freaking game. It's a little freaking, I look at it as graphic wise, what the F? You guys are so enthralled with this little simple game. You have no idea how many freaking people play Tetris. Is it Tetris? I don't mean Tetris. I don't know why I said Tetris. This little freaking digging game. I'll just put most popular game in the world, and then I'll probably get my answer. Let me find out. I gotta know. Sorry, I know I'm live, but I have to know. I want to know what the supercomputer says. What is the most popular... Oh, there it is, game. I didn't say in the world. Come on, man! Show me! Don't mess with me! Minecraft! I don't know why I couldn't think of Minecraft. Dude! Minecraft is gonna take over the planet. So, anyways, this video is not about Minecraft, don't worry, Orion Starseed, but this is about an analogy of consciousness on the planet. It's like an advanced dig dug, huh, or something. I don't know. Dig dug. Wow, man. Adults playing this game and making money from playing it. You know, showing you videos of how to be good at Minecraft. I could have done that. I could have sat in a chair and played video games my entire day and get popular and live, you know, playing freaking Minecraft. I could have done that. Nope, sorry. I'm still going to talk about, you know, that's in the millions popularity. I'm still going to talk about Ascension. Way down here in like thousands of views instead of millions of views. Dude, I want to reach as many people as possible but those who are into ascension or spiritual awakening. That's actually a big audience. If you look up the word spiritual awakening, it's a big audience. So that means it's also for me, still kind of a small channel, right? That's very competitive. I can't compete. But certain words I'm starting to specialize in that had not much competition, and that is starseeds. And then when I talk about the Ashiana Dean and her work, which is the Voyager's work specifically for now, I'm expanding into the other things, but mostly it's about the Voyager's information. So you can watch videos about it instead of read the whole thing, because some of it's hard to understand. It's the truth. Some of her Ashiana Dean's work is very hard, or you would say it's advanced spiritual topics. And then most of it's about the distortions in the world that other people are teaching. You know, and then the whole explanation coming from this whole spiritual war and literal war happening with these ETs that most people are oblivious to. But this is part of it's called the Guardian Alliance, the Law of One, the Inner Christos. It's part of all that. And I'm part of that. I am here, your brother Thavian, but I'm going to be running this current, running this consciousness, sharing these codes is part of who I am. Okay? I contribute to this work. Just like Lisa Renee, my sister, I love you, Holy One. Even to her, you know, like her, she contributes. We both are students of Ashiana. Some of you are, right? So, but we contribute, we grow on our own. We grow on our own. And there is not so much like an actual official community. So we're making one. Because we talk about some of these terms, and then you guys want to know more about these terms. So there's some guy called Crystal Avatar talking about this stuff. Live, not from a script. And yeah, it's real super casual. You're like, dude, are you just high or what? See, this is like the consciousness of the Matrix. And we make videos about the Matrix. All you see is the girl in the red dress, like the scene of Morpheus taking Neo for a tour in the Matrix, and you know, watching normal behavior. We're seduced by the Matrix, by the hologram, or you're beyond it. Which one is it? Are you being seduced by this illusion? What the Inca call Maya. Are you being seduced by illusion? Machiwa. We come with our code, man. We come with our awareness. We don't know everything at the beginning because we're like a little bump on our head. We have to awaken out of this conditioning. This programming on the planet is really hardcore. And we have to like get through that quagmire. We got to seek and resonate with truth, because we know there's a bunch of BS out there, And we have to really base it off of, as your brother Thavian, it comes down to just basing it off of these. Let me show you on the screen so it's easier just to see it. The creeds. There's 2 on the planet, man. It comes down to these creeds. So let me show you and share with you, starseeds. Not this diagram, but let me switch it. Here is not a good creeds, but popular all over the planet. It comes down to a simple list of some negative creeds that religions are based off of in this world. And we're literally talking about the religions of billions of people on the planet. Literally billions. The most highest, popular religions, if you add them all up, it's in the billions. You can look on a diagram or look on some statistics online if you want. And then there's other creeds that other people choose. Now this bottom line are not creeds, but this is knowledge that we study and that we also teach at Christos Avatar. We're Christos. If you need to find me, just type in Christos and you will find me. Machiwa. It's real simple. Oh, Davian, can you tell me about this one person? Holy ones. Put them through this test. Are they this? Or are they representing this? Are your companies, are your friendships, are your conversations about any of this? Or are they about this? Okay? I mean, it's a huge difference. It's actually literally opposite of the law of one. Against the Christos. And their Christos is not inner. Everything else is outside. In the hologram matrix, we show you the hologram. You learn about the matrix here on Christos Avatar. I thank you for being here with me. We are sacred, we are holy, and we're coming together as a group, consciousness, here. Thank you for being with me, Orion Starseed. Thank you. And all you others, Arcturian, Pleiadian, Lyran, a lot of popular starseeds that are involved with humans on Earth in our drama. Starseed, star DNA. And those of you who are love and light, just join me in saying, this came to me very clearly. So, you know how I give you this, actually, I give credit where credit's due. I am God, I am sovereign, I am free. That comes from Lisa Renee. So we can give credit to her where credit's due. And that is like a talisman. This is a talisman, this is an amulet. So it's personal power and it's protection. I am God, I am sovereign, I am free. And you say that 3 times. But here is my contribution, which is like a similar amulet talisman. Say this 3 times and it's very simple. So say it with me. 3 times. Trinity. Sacred 3, 3, 3. So, no, that's not what you're supposed to say. I'm just adding more commentary. I am Christ Star. I am Christ Star. I am Christ Star. And this is Anahazi, so it's spelled with a K, Christ. I am a Christ Star. So, you just say I am Christ Star 3 times. The other was just information. So, I had this vision of this, man, and it was brilliant. It was masterful. It was like imagine the star tetrahedron. The Merkaba. Imagine it in its glory. Imagine it spinning and turning and You must believe it's so powerful, and it's a loud cracking, like a loud cracking thunder. Like, you know how I know in Arizona you can get some really scary lightning storms, electrical storms. So, and it's such strong, like it was just struck lightning in your backyard. It felt it. It was so crack. This is what I think of with the Merkaba. When that's spinning, man, and it just it turns into this like the shape of a UFO. It's like a disc of light. This is the shape that a Merkaba star would blind you. You would see a Merkaba, like if it was to be right there, you would just see it. But I'm saying if someone else was witnessing you, it would be like just so brilliant light that your eyes cannot handle. So, because you're talking about hydroplasm, these beings, you would be destroyed instantly if you were in their presence. Remember, we're talking about energy. You are a density 1 carbon being. Okay? You don't even know what it is, hydroplasm. Most people can't even, it's hard for them to visualize some of this stuff. But you really need to, because it's part of your ascension. You're trying to bring in this Maharata color, this ray, which is not pure white. It's pure white and dark gray, dark silver, mixed together, which is what? It becomes this liquid light color, this liquid mercury color. It's liquid light, like the being in Terminator 2, this liquid man Terminator. So we're like generating that picture in our mind, and you will start practicing seeing yourself made of this energy of liquid light. Imagine what liquid light is. Okay? So practice visualizing this. Practice you seeing your whole body. And this is very strong, you guys. You want to start practicing imagining with your eyes closed, and also practice with your eyes open. Visualizing. You can visualize with your eyes open. While I'm looking at you, or you're talking to someone directly, you can still visualize things. You can bring energy into a conversation by visualizing color while you're staring at them. You can still overlay visualization, kind of like your own inner AR, which is augmented reality, but you're just visualizing it. Okay? So, you remember we talked about visualizing the chakra balls, but this would be like kind of a little bit more advanced, because you could also meditate on something with your eyes without blinking and just keep staring. So you can practice that. You don't have to do that all the time. We're just talking about you exploring consciousness, you exploring awareness. You are a psychic being, a spiritual being. You're here to be an awakened being so that you can assist others with their ascension. If you're selfish and don't care about anything else but no one else except for yourself, you're not love and light. You're not part of the ascension. You're in the dark. You're in the vampire. You're in these beings don't run life force currents. Think about that. Remember, it's been explained. Their DNA has been cut off from life force. They don't have kundalini. So they purposely disconnected the 12 strand. It's like you disconnecting a circuit by removing something important right in the middle of the circuit that you're trying to, you just interrupted. You disconnected, severed. They severed the 12 strand purposely through genetic, manipulation. They purposely wanted to. That does many things, but that's unfortunately for them, that makes them vampires now. They don't have life-sustaining energies. They're not. See, a human. Here we are. These beings. You're connected to the planet. You're connected somehow. I mean, there are some distortions that have to be explained, but for now, just realize you got a connection to source in your DNA. These beings don't, because they took it out, and that's why they have a 11 strand, while you have a 12. They used to be 12 strand, but they fell and cut off their Templar from their higher Rishi. Remember, the Rishi are above them, above the 12D. They don't want to take any information or influence or communications from the Rishi. You cut off 11 strand. You not only cut yourself off from Kundalini, you cut, or even the higher, the Kirushe, the Kundare, the Maharata, so they cut themselves off, from not just that energy, but also from, man, Makaya Washivastu, Makaya Pashivasatnata, Hamakai Pushitas. So all these beings are vampires, because they have to be vampires now. That was one of the consequences, but that fits right into darkness, no problem. They like to create systems to feed off of them. They're naturally that way anyways. They're naturally gravitate towards feeding off of people, their profits, their relationships, and the way you treat people. It's an attack. Toxic people are attacking you. Negative people, anything that's negative is trying to attack you. You're just peaceful. We're love. We're all love. But there's beings who don't agree. They don't want love. They'll laugh at you and attack you. And especially if you thought your God was going to protect you, but you have no idea what is God, apparently. When you find out that it's a vampiric Luciferian alien from another dimension. Wow, what? You're a liar. I don't believe you. Okay, I love you. You don't have to. It's true. You don't have to believe anything I say or anyone else. You can find some resonance. That's why you're still here and you've returned, because there is some resonance. You feel there is something here. I mean, you don't have to agree with everything. And we've had disagreements, and we've had to say goodbye to some people. It happens. Even, it's okay. So we just go on, and it's the sad thing is, I have to add the sad thing, when someone does something wrong, instead of apologizing, what they'll do is they'll say worse things on top of it. Like, to me personally, like all kinds of things, like about how I am. Wow, that was built up or bottled up. You just kind of like confirmed everything, though. Okay, so it's good for things to come out. Just saying. I'm a chick. You got those pimples coming out. You want those blackheads out, right? I don't have that problem since high school, but you know what I mean. I feel hungry. Why? I'm a shiwa. Hamakai. There's some popcorn right there. That would be kind of rude, though. Not very professional to eat popcorn. I just need like 2 handfuls, man. Will you guys forgive me if I ate 2 handfuls of popcorn? So I can like stop the hunger, because I'm not ready to eat dinner. I did kind of start late, but Machiwa. Are we still live, man? In Memorex? I hope so. Yeah, holy ones. Let me go back to the bottom of the chat. Sorry. I vibe so high, no one or nothing can bring me down unless I self-destruct. Self-distract. You're funny, Candace. If you are negative, dismiss this BS. Rainbow Warriors, baby. I like that. It's also we're able to develop ourselves to get the, progressively expand yourself to get the rainbow ray, which is you're getting energy that's beyond Kundalini. It's no longer not so. It's not so great after the ninth dimension, because there's greater energy beyond the Kundalini, and this comes from the Guardian perspective. But it's very interesting to know that there's Maharata energy beyond Kundalini, and also beyond that is Kirashe, which is the primal light fields of antimatter. And then there's after that is the Kundare of the Ascended Master sound fields. So, which has 3 levels, the triadic, the polaric, and the triadic. But this is part of the physics of this sacred spiritual science. Amakaya, Amachichiwa. Thanks, Tara. Mustafa! My mom, she came from the movie theater and she handed this to me when she got home. It was so awesome. How much it was. Yeah, we have to have energy. So we're also going to get lit in about, I would say, 10 minutes, you guys. So hey, it's definitely incentive for that, because man, I gotta take a bite. One more. You say, hey man, I thought you were supposed to be vegan or something. See, you're judging me already. Yeah, I can put this down, but I'll grab a little bit more. I'm putting it down. I just had to do that. I won't be like, how you get weak if you, all of a sudden you have like a crash. Have you guys felt that? I said, what the hell? So I go and eat something really quick because it doesn't feel good to go in a crash, Yeah, I don't want to crash on you guys, but yeah, that was good popcorn, man. I think it's just good because I haven't had it in so long. I'm almost about to swallow it. Don't worry. I'm just savoring it, man. Corn. There was one cool movie theater I went to, and they didn't just have popcorn. They had caramel popcorn, and they had cheese popcorn, and you were able to get them all 3 together in one thing, and they had a little divider between the 3 flavors. And I'm like, whoa, dude, this is freaking awesome. Cheese, regular, caramel, like Cracker Jacks almost, It was like, whoa, Of course, my favorite one is the one that tastes like Cracker Jacks, Or like caramel crunch. Who likes peanut brittle? I do, I used to love to eat Snickers all the time, but then I switched to Hershey's. So it's really good for Orion Starseed if you eat some like Reese's Cups or something. It helps your third eye. Or actually, Cocoa Puffs, it's really good for your third eye. And I heard also if you take a lot of if you put a lot of strong mustard inside your coffee, it's really awesome, man, for your third. Some people swear by mugwort, but not for pregnant people. There's a warning right there. Some say just coffee, man. I connect to those Orion Starseed all the time. Dude, what brand? You know? My coffee doesn't connect me to the Orion. You know, what's out there? Mintaka. If you go to the Orion, if you want to figure out what these beings, what's wrong with them, why do they act like so angry and mean? Well, they want to get to inner Earth. They don't really care about us. They just want to get to freaking the prize, which is not necessarily inner Earth because the inner Earth has a bunch of gates, stargates or portals, both. So that through inner Earth, they can access the Mintaka Orion, the Orion stargates, the Mintaka stargates. That is one that will take them, that goes into the metagalactic core, and that will allow them, okay, to go into other time matrices, other 15-dimensional systems and mess with them. There's connections. Everything's connected, and it's through a major gate system like Mintaka. There's a lot of activity in Orion. So we're talking about the Orion Starseed because even though it is connected to some of the negative races in the Gold Flame Seraphim, okay, but it's also has good benign, like there's benign reptiles, good ones and not bad. You can't just say they're all gonna be bad. You have to know, some more information about you. Excuse me. That was just I can still taste the butter and the salt from the popcorn. Anyways, let's play chess. I love to play chess. If you guys want to play chess, let's play, man. More chicken masi. I'm trying to learn advanced stuff, because I haven't really gone high level, but I want to start. What I do is mostly work all day, but there's periods of time like when I'm eating or damn, I got some popcorn on my tea, sorry. Or after work when this is work, but I don't get a paycheck. But yeah, this is like, it's a record. It's like, what the hell, man? How all this stuff happened? I mean, I've seen the most freaking amazing things, guys. And it doesn't seem like, wow, what the hell? You trip out on some of the things that you've been through. And one of them was seeing a freaking UFO. I mean, that was just, you gotta say one of the top 5 things in my life. Shit. And then there was this super incredible Shazam out of my body experience a few minutes later after I saw the UFO. So you figure on that one. I'm like camping, I'm like homeless, right? Damn, I got this. I shouldn't have done that, guys. Popcorn gets in your teeth. I'm like homeless, and I'm living in my car, and I have a tent with me. So I was living only in the car, and then I got a tent finally because someone helped me out, and then I was just still communicating with you guys. I was still doing lives, not in Crystal's Avatar. It was an older channel, but still. And then before I'm getting the show, like I always do, I start speaking the star language, some language. And then as soon as I was in the middle of talking, and then suddenly, what the hell? I was like, Shazam! What the hell was that? The only thing that made sense was I was being returned to my body. You know, they even some of these UFO experts talk about a lot of abductees' experiences. Well, that's kind of lines up with some other people's experiences where, you know, like they can return you the same moment you were taken. It's technology. They have this ability. And you got to understand, while there's bad guys here, there's good guys that could be helping you in a UFO, in an abduction that was necessary. For you could think of many reasons why Team Indigo would need to be helped. They're going to help some of you who are these contracts, who have these memories, who have these, you know, because not all are following this light, this path, this consciousness, law of one. I mean, there's a lot of people calling themselves spiritual, but at the same time, there's a lot of people still judging people, still getting angry. You know, we can all get angry. What I'm saying is, it's a regular pattern, a regular attribute. Is not a good thing. So when you can start loving everyone, even mass murderers, dark beings, if you can really love everything and realize everything is God, even on our lowly density 1, man, even in our lowly world of manifestation and body form and wow, we don't think highly of ourselves. Most of you, most of us, we don't think highly of ourselves. So, we've been trained really good by the most sacred teachings that we call sacred. Yeah. When you don't believe in aliens, but it's what you're learning is an alien history and stories, man. You know, the ones on the ground are their little puppets. So there is certain ones, you would say, but you don't say chosen ones, but they will call it chosen ones. Remember, we love all, see all as equal. They don't. Soon as you say chosen, is that equal? No. Now you're a special group, a better group, a more improved group, a whatever group, when you don't realize the true spiritual lesson. That all are one. All are God. You can't escape God. You can never be separate from God. You're a creation, a thought of God, an individuation of God. We're all part of that. We're all the same. We're all one. So we talk and explain this through a kind of like God downstepping, and downstepping in its levels of itself. And it's an it, not a he, not a she. We talk about that here in Christos Avatar. Machiwa, Makaye. Realize there isn't just spiritual worlds, okay? There is a science behind it. These are dimensions of frequency vibration. This is energy. This is consciousness. It's explained that even though it's a hologram, it's still alive. It's still made of consciousness. So what does it really eat if it's made of consciousness? Kind of like an inner dream world that a collective is creating, that a collective is populating. A collective of ascended masters are populating with their thoughts. They never left the ascended master worlds. They didn't actually physically go anywhere. They all are projecting collectively into a time space. They create a time space, a dreamscape. They create a world called a time matrix. It has waveform, it has measurement, it is a science, and it is spirit. It is these pure conscious beings projecting into a collective experience. And these beings are all God. So when you come down from there and go into the matrix, and now you're part of the creations of these beings, they get wrapped into it. They get involved in it. There's sometimes where you fall and forget. Now you got mixtures of beings that forget. Now more history develops. Now more beings are more distorted. Now it gets lower worlds and lower distortions, and you see the process. This is a spiritual, you can say it is spiritual, but it's tangible. Okay? That's why it is something that is really, you could tell a 6-year-old. Okay? So, thank you for being here, Holy Ones. It is a great honor to be here talking about Orion Starseed, but we represent all Starseed, even the Arcturian one, and Pleiadian, and Lyran, and Syrian. There's a lot of beings coming together on Earth. A lot of different aliens live amongst us that are hybrids. We're amongst ET hybrids, and if you really think about it, you're not the same being. But in the law of one, you're always the same being. But in this density hologram matter form thing, you're a different vibration level within the relativity of the matrix. Because you can say definitely a 15-dimensional being is much more advanced than the 6-dimensional angel being. That's what an angel is, 6D, which is what? This is 4D, 5D, your 4th chakra, your 4th D dimension. What is a chakra? It's a vortex of 4th dimensional current. You call it the green wave, but honey, it's more than that. Okay? It's Makayev. You see that star tetrahedron? It's green ray, yeah. But it's the 4th dimension. Current. It's that current and that world and the beings and consciousness there that you're connecting to, which is what, once again, a vibration. 4th dimension is vibrating faster than 3rd dimension. And 5th dimension is going faster, and it keeps on going up the scale. That's what realities are. They're different vibrations of frequency. And the beings who live in this frequency are vibrating in that reality field differently than us down here, going slower. They're invisible because they're going at a different speed. They're not in sync with our speed, where they're at a different frequency. That's why you can turn a radio station from one to another to another to another on different frequency vibrations, speeds. It's tangible, it's measurable. And also realize chakra is color. Color, there we go again. That's waveform. It's explainable. Okay? You can learn what is spiritual ascension, what is spiritual awakening, Holy One. Why haven't you subscribed to this channel? You want to subscribe because out there you're going to find some false creeds. We show you the creeds so you can know and recognize them. I show them enough, like today already I showed you, you'll know them by heart. It's not even a long list. You can decipher any relationship, a person's character, a political party, what words come out of their mouth, by which creed. Okay? Hate to tell you, but both of them are going to be in the false creeds. So, there is a false choice. And they're competing against each other, literally. Just like you compete against each other. You attack each other, you get angry at each other, you want to harm each other sometimes. Well, stop it. Love each other. Make a change. Because this planet needs a change. And even if you don't go with it, the rest of us are. There's part of the population going through a change. That's what is changing you into a higher evolution, into a new form, a new body, a new consciousness. Okay, we are physical carbon based here. As soon as you ascend to Tara, you're going to be carbon etheric. You're not going to be the same being anymore. It's not the same as human. You're not even called Earth anymore, and it's not even called Orion anymore. You're going to both evolve, and you go with that ascension, which I hope you do, or you don't. You go with the descension. It's not punishment. It's science. You were a higher vibrating being. This is what a fallen angelic being is. They go from a high vibe being and they go lower in their thoughts, lower in their energies, lower in their understanding, lower in their body, their consciousness, until you go down into unconscious oblivion, where you are space dust, as Ashana Dean eloquently describes. You return to source that way, by being dark. I used to say evil, you guys don't like it, they complain, so I say dark. I can say dark. Okay, so these beings are dark. They're called fallen angelics for a reason. We have a different definition for angel, not from the Christian Bible. Nothing against Christian. We're a law of one. All are one. That system isn't. It's not all are one. It even talks about a chosen group. Special. Remember, take that book and look at the two creeds. Wow! It's real. It's real, man. I'm your brother Thavian in the raw here on live on YouTube every day, bringing you this code. We got some regulars in the house. They get that code. We're part of this consciousness. And when there's more 5Ds in here, you know what that is? Throat chakra, blue rays. When there's more 5Ds coming in, well, that changes the rest of the average of the consciousness on the planet. It also helps assist Earth. So it's not just about us. It's the planet ascending. Earth is going through her ascension. We're on her body. All life is attached to her. We'll have to go with or without. Are you going with? What's up, homies? Wake up, indigos. Psst, psst. Slap across the face. Back slap. Back slap. Wake up, indigo. I'm gonna call. Never mind. We're just kind of like, saying it's kind of important to sort of like, make some changes. I love you guys. That's what this is about, right? If you find yourself in this low crap world, when I say crap world, I mean this life that we live in here now on this planet. This is the world that we find ourselves in. It's not great. Those who are serving these systems are rewarded, so it's not bad for everybody, but you guys are trying, right? Are you trying to change, improve, stop dark thoughts? Go do some shadow work, go do some ego work for sure, please, and then get back to me. If someone did me wrong, you want to apologize, I'm willing to work with you. Shh. What's up? Because, someone really, it's kind of like this. It's kind of like you're trying to get a job at some company. It's important to you to get a job at this company. And then you go start being rude to the owner and be disrespectful and say bad things about the company that you want to be part of. Anyways, I love you. Apachimakaya. Orion Starseed. From Orion Mitaka, no less. Some of you are Gold Flame, Draconian. Or not. Maybe you're friendly reptile. Not if you're not following the law of one. If you believe in the chosen ones and following this vengeful, angry godlets, well, Amakaya. I want to go to another planet. Let's go, man. I want to go. I want to be picked up on that star cruiser. Beam me up, Scotty, or whoever's up there. Machiwa. Where's my peeps? It's falling down here. Can you pick me up? Hurry. Dang. I love you. No guilt, no fear. Okay? Oh, there's a lot of that. Call bullshit. No. Don't live for someone else. Live for yourself. Why do you even have expectations, someone's expectations, or you're not trying? Don't worry what other people expect on you. Live your own life for your own self. You're 18, right? At least. Then get the F out. Who cares? Goodbye. I won't do what the F I want. Say to yourself, I'm gonna do what I want for myself. But people are gonna judge you. So, guys, that's one of the earliest beginner lessons of spiritual path. Really. It's one of the first things you start to become aware of and take care of. Besides not judging people. It's not a sin guilt thing, okay? It's an energy consciousness thing. And a vibe, because this system's about love. Okay, you're rude, you're grumpy, you're threatening, you're egotistical, you're demeaning, you're disrespectful. You guys, this is all vampirism. This is this kind of creature. This is where this person is feeding. They want to feed off of you. They're attacking you, even if you didn't want them. That's what you call a troll. You didn't invite them. You didn't say, hey, come and be rude here in our conversation. In our like mind. We have a like mind. Check it out. We agree with a lot of things. Well, some people are going to be saying some pretty 3D stuff because that's where they are. Right here. Machiwa. Where is my phone? It's about 7. So, I could get lit, you guys. Unless you guys are tired, I can get lit. Who wants to get lit? Because what happens, you guys, when you take medicine that affects your third eye, this assists your third eye. It boosts it. So if you're being mature, not immature, like just trying to have, take medicine and act silly. If you want to, go for it. But we're talking about taking this as a spiritual experience. That means you're not being silly. You're actually being contemplative, quiet. You're looking within. And you don't want to just fall asleep. So, yeah, you want to get lit? Oh, you want? Okay. You guys, this takes just about a minute and a half, because I have to go outside, take the medicine, and come back inside, because I'm not allowed to smoke in the house. So, please bear with me. This wasn't always the case, and I promise it won't always be the case, because I'll be on my own sometime. I mean, eventually you work hard enough and the audience gets bigger. And I see it getting bigger. Eventually, I would say 4 or 5 days, maybe 4 days, I should have 1,200. subscribers. So I can't wait to get to 1,500 and then 2,000, and then we'll see a difference, and it's gonna be exciting, you guys. It's gonna be exciting. I'm happy. Are you happy? I hope you are. Amashi Masasu Makahe Makeshina Ma Eposukabashi Sasuka Mashita Hamakahe Chewasita Mashi. I even gotta put, I guess, my glasses for this. Well, I guess I should go that much. Alright, I'll be right back. Give me a minute. Please. Thank you. Hey guys, how you doing? I missed you. How was did I miss anything? Let me switch the camera. Okay, thank you. So, I forgot that it was kind of like the fourth hit of the bowl, so it wasn't so strong, but there'll still be some energy, so that we can work with. Thank you for your patience. There's always some incentive. Samantha Vargas. Thank you for being here, Holy One. That's so weird, I'm getting this ringing in my ears. Akaya. Valerian the Mac in the house. What's up, brother? Andreas Imikov. Hi there, Holy One. What's up, Holy One? Alright. Chimasika. Hamaikewa. Iwasita. 1 second. A few seconds, sorry. Makasi, pussy. Yeah. See, what I want to do is eat a bunch of Krispy Kreme donuts and then start a diet, like a alkaline diet. It'll be like 24 donuts, you know, like 2 dozen. Hey, if I'm gonna stop eating them, then I want to just have a fill of them. So, oh my gosh, it would be so awesome. Just to eat a bunch of donuts and be sick, you know. It's not very spiritual. Yes, it is, man. It helps. It really helps. Helps what? Helps you go into a dulled mind. No. I don't know. It's a fun experience to eat a donut. You know, I like to. Wow, this is fun. You know. Especially ice cream is really fun. On a waffle cone, I love waffle cones. Sorry, I got a Cold Stone. I'm gonna get a waffle cone or something, and I'm gonna make sure I get the biggest size. I don't mess around, man. It's the same with my Dairy Queen Blizzard. I want the biggest one. Do I eat this stuff? No, I don't. I'm just talking about it. If I actually ever go, I will let you guys know, so it won't be very often. Hopefully for my birthday I can get one of the two, one or the other. You know, I would say when I'm living back on my own, I'm going to be hardcore vegan, or alkaline. I'll be hardcore alkaline for a while. We'll see what happens. You know, I'm not so healthy, but like eater, but I still connect. I still have understanding. Yeah, you know, it doesn't mean. Well, obviously you could have an improvement, a better cognitive improvement if you weren't eating so much bad foods. It's about consciousness, and if this kind of foods interrupts that system in a bad way, then yeah, you would say you would want to not eat certain things. There was something that Ashiana was mentioning, because there's actually, all of us have different templates. Like, for example, I have some coming from blue flame and violet flame. Some of you might be gold flame. It just depends on your template. And yeah, it's like that is actually means that you would have a different diet than a gold flame would have. You would have a different diet if you were a hybrid of sort. So what I'm saying is, she's saying she didn't write a health book, but she started talking about it for a moment, you know, in this workshop, and she mentioned that like there's insects in our world. Those insects are from the gold flame. They're the creation of this consciousness. The templates are coming from the insectoids of the gold flame. So you could say we have gold flame insects, we have blue flame mammals, we have our cats, you know, we have violet flame dolphins. We have all kinds of creatures on this planet that are part of these 3 founders races. And if they all created life in the lower densities, then you gotta know that there's so many mixtures of the 3 flames on every planet. By the time, unless it's such a isolated star system or protected star system, we're like mutts. We're mixtures of all kinds of stuff. Huh? God, yeah, masu makai washitas. Amakaya. It's been a brilliance, you guys. We're here every night, and usually it's always a different code, a different energy coming in, a different vibration. And as you can see, we have a little community, and I know it's only going to get bigger. We have a lot of information now, new videos coming out every day as well, not just lives. And so check out those. I do this for you guys, so I keep myself active with it. Eventually there'll be a point of security, where I'll be able to be on my own 2 feet. Because after this whole thing happened in our world, I lost my income, and I had to suffer for a while. But I survived, so I'm just glad that my spirits were good during that time that was very challenging. So it's kind of like I went through kind of like where you go into a place and it burns off your negative stuff. I kind of like something got removed, Oh my God, yes. What's up, sister? How you doing? We're gonna party. Yeah, Andreas. And you gotta realize that these beings originally from Orion, they came from Vega, and because that's where the gold flame started. And then they moved on after all this whole thing going on with the Elohim Wars, the Lyra and Elohim Wars. Man, they could have brought down the whole time matrix. There was a time period they actually took over the time matrix for a few million years. But in the respect of the system being 950 billion years old, that's not that much. That wasn't that long. That's like a blink of an eye for cosmic timeline scales, Yeah, Machua. So we're evolving as a group. You're part of a group. You have a family with these Orions. Some of you are coming in. You want to, not all of the Orions are bad. Some of them want to help the other Orions. You're like spiritual leaders in your community, Orion Starseed. Okay? You're meant to guide or help or assist. It is your consciousness. You pick up things faster. You are a little bit more evolved in your soul experience. Some people haven't reached a certain level, You do that through time, and you go through a spiritual awakening in different periods, not just this one. You don't just finish this and you're done. There's more. But each one is going to be a whole new experience. It's not like it's boring. Or you're just repeating and repeating. You're not supposed to just repeat. You're actually supposed to, in one lifetime, start at 11 years old. You will have your first awakening, and you will have a transmutation, but we're not immortal anymore. Where's my water, dude? Oh my gosh. I took my cup with me, and I left it on the microwave. Let me get this. Sorry, guys. I'm gonna drink out of this. It has water in here, so. Because I definitely need water. My parents saw this what do you call it? Top Gun 2, Part 2. They said it was awesome, according to them. So I didn't go, but that sounds cool. I grew up with Top Gun. I mean, I was a teenager. Sorry, guys, I don't mean to rub my eyes. I was a teenager, and so it was one of those kind of movies I watched growing up. We're all into this. If you watch 80s music, you see this seems so cheesy to us now because we have a lot better quality movies, you know. But apparently the sequel is pretty good, according to some. You'll always have people who disagree because we live in a, you know, one of those polarizations. But that's what the awakening will change. There will be actual, you know, 100th monkey effect. You know, there'll be a certain amount of the population could make a whole change in the consciousness of the planet. I mean, it's not like likely, but it could. We don't want to think negatively either, because some beings are of course going to try. We just, according to, it doesn't mean that's the ultimate, you know, answer, but Ashana says that it's almost basically taken over, and that we're like, just still trying to help as many people as we can. Until we can, as long as we can. You guys don't fear nothing. You are holy beings. You start acting like it. Start being that light. It's not like you're better than other people. Don't go on that path. Don't go on that distortion. All mightier than thou crap. You're judging. You're saying that there's elites, that there's chosen and betters. We're not equal. I'm better than you. You know, this kind of attitude. You have this attitude. You have this idea, this belief, this action, this feeling. That is who you are. Some people. Otherwise, there's a whole different breed of people. Hello, Indigo, Starseed, Orion Starseed, Pleiadian, Arcturian, Sirian, Lyran. We're all trying to improve, evolve. A lot of people just want to drink beer and watch TV and have sex and, you know, cheat and, you know, do some dirty stuff and negative stuff. But sorry, guys, there's something wrong with my eye. I'm sorry. But you know, you have free will, but don't just live life kind of like obliviously. There's a purpose behind it. There's a purpose behind consciousness. And that's why I talk about self-controlling consciousness, or you're in control of thought. You direct thought, you manage thought. You're a master of energy and consciousness, which is thought. Through visualization, you will manifest great things, holy ones. I am a Kaya. See. Iowa. Look at that. So cool energy. That was very thoughtful. Man, it takes time. Thank you, Steer. You're very kind. I like that. That's kind of like my cheerleader. And it's okay. It can be small sometimes, right? Sometimes there's going to be a few people online. But Holy Orion Starseed, you are like in your DNA. You have a purpose. You have a connection. Some of you are awakening to that. If you are truly Orion, most likely you're gold flame. That means you're part of the reptilian or draconian. Doesn't mean it's a bad thing for you. You might love it. You might feel it's your homies. You like this energy. You know? I mean, that's perfectly fine. That is your identity that you are resonating with. So, consciousness does this. We find what we feel is true or right, and we follow through with our own desire, whatever it is. But people who are conscious and aware are mindful of others and respect for others, not disregarding others, like most people do in the world. Like some people, strangers even, can be so rude, you know. People cursing at people and stuff. It's crazy. It shouldn't be like that, you guys. There is an awakening going on, but it doesn't mean that. Okay, let's get one thing straight. There's a spiritual awakening. Okay? Yeah. That doesn't mean there's a lot of people doing it. I said there is a spiritual awakening on the planet. Not everyone's going to be interested in this stuff. Some of your friends or family could care less about this. Or maybe you don't want them to know because they'll think that you're weirder than you really are. Than what they think you are now. Once again, remember earlier, don't live your life for someone else. Live your life for yourself. Don't care what even relatives or parents or family or friends or strangers think. Live for yourself and make your own choices. And people are going to judge you. Somebody will, and this world will try to judge you. And you can just, don't let them ruin your day. Just let them go on to their next victim. Amakayawashi, Hamakahanahana. Because they're going to feed off people. They want to ruin, they want negative stuff, man. They want some drama. I want to get in a fight or something, I want to cause someone some freaking suffering. Wake up and say, whose day can I F up? Yeah, that's their joy. Misery and pride and arrogance and entitlement and, judgment. This is old, you guys. That's old energy. Pisces, whatever you want to call it. We have new energy. We have a better one than that one. We learned from that, Pisces, from history. I hope you learned from your history. Oh my God, yeah. That was a patriarchy, you see? A male club. Oh, and the answer isn't a female club. I know some of you are salivating. You think it's time for the goddess. If you believe in the goddess, okay, I love you, Holy One. Just realize on Christos Avatar, we understand that as being polarization of the whole. You're saying this or they're saying that. It's an opposing side. It's an extreme on this side and an extreme on this side. They don't vibe with each other. They don't like the other side's opinion. They oppose it, literally. Because it's a polarization. Conflict. It's a conflict inside our reality fields. There's polarization here. It was designed this way. It's part of reality. So there's consequence. Did you know there's consequence? If you do something, there's going to happen to you. Something's going to happen to you similar as you caused. You caused something, now it's going to project to your next life. It's part of this system. It works like a charm. It's going to happen. You did that, now there's going to be a reciprocal action. You're going to experience it, maybe not now, but it didn't go away. It's not going away. You're going to experience it later. There's something called miasms. Miasms are buildups of these distortions. And there's a way to clear them. You're going to learn some techniques through Christos Avatar, Holy One, Machi. So stay tuned. Hamakaya. It's so interesting. It's so scandalous. Just kidding, man. Amachiwa. So we have these people who have ascended. Some of them have returned. I guess they wanted to help more people. So, Mikiwa. Hello, master, guru, teacher. Sita Makaya. Thank you. I appreciate that. And you guys, please look out for. I just want to say also, I thank you in advance for the small gift. For those of you who can or feel called to help out with the small gift of $5, because I put that information in the donation information below in the description. Because you can make a difference, and we're trying to reach as many people, eventually millions. We want to this is grown very quickly in the past few months. Literally, I started becoming a lot more active, so now it is blowing up quick. So, and there's a lot of activity. I'm now on Instagram. I'm now on. Oh, I have been on TikTok. So if you guys want to check those out, the Instagram, I don't know if you have the link. Maybe it's on my website. Should be. I hope. But you could just search maybe for my name. Well, maybe not. Yeah, Christos Avatar. Check that. Otherwise, I'm gonna try to put the link in my descriptions. I'm sorry, I forgot. I love you guys. Thank you for being here tonight with me. It's been a great exchange of realization. I appreciate each and every one of you regulars. You came back again. Wow, thank you. So, if I see like, 15 regulars at least, back and forth, different ones. But a bunch of new people too. So, but that will grow. If it's like 15 regulars now, maybe in a little while it'll be 30. So, anyways, this is an important time going. You guys want to start training your body, training energy and consciousness. Just work a lot on your, if you have to, go into deep meditation and work on your negative attributes, because you're going to have otherwise some weaknesses that the darkness is going to manipulate. Vulnerabilities, you could say. That's why it has to be taken care of. But some people are stubborn. They won't take care of anything. They're going to wait till the last day. No preparation, no changes, no caring. They don't care. And that's fine. That's their God's sovereign free choice. So, okay. I mean, no one's innocent down here. We all have huge bodies, vast bodies of knowledge from all our lives, other selves. We're super beings, man. Come on, 12 tribes of beings inside of us in our true form. That is a badass race. That's 12 races? Damn! We, inside of our full human template, has Hyperborean, Polarian. Well, first is Polarian, then Hyperborean, and then Lemurian, Atlantean, Aryan, and then after Aryan is Muvarian, and then Unchechi, or Antrian, Berenoa, and these are starseeds now. Or Antrian starseed, Berenoa starseed, Hebrew starseed. We'll have Melchizedek starseed, and then finally the Uniseti starseed. So this is like part of a freaking human, man. All of those tribes. So 7 Earth seeds. So it's definitely from planet Earth, but it also has 5 starseed races inside of us. So, Makaya. That's just human. An indigo child, some of you starseeds have more. You have the stellar DNA. You actually have high-end chakra. I remember when I learned that, it helped me understand a lot of things. That you don't have to have chakra 1. That means you lived in dimension 1. If you don't have dimension 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or 6 in your DNA, that means you never lived in those dimensions. So you could be missing lower chakra, which is simply you're somewhere in the middle zones. Some of you races maybe fell to a lower level, so you have kind of like a bracket of where you're from. But it's kind of like a lot of mixture of humans, but mostly negative. Most humans are negative. They're really into the dark system. They're part of it. They're part of this energy. They literally take communion with these dark religions. They literally worshiping and praising, singing glory to these gods. So you understand what we're up against. And some of these religions believe it's okay to go kill themselves and hurt other people, and it's wonderful. You know? Does it make sense? Do you not resonate with Law of One Creed and the False Creed? Definitely false, up in your face, trying to make it your creed. Like, replace it. Wasn't overnight. They do stuff over time. So, until there's a critical mass, they just take over. No more messing around. Shimakaya. Don't you guys ever go into deep meditation, kind of like a thought process where you're just thinking and thinking and thinking? That's a normal thing to do on a spiritual thing. Check your Instagram inbox. Okay, Ramaya, I will. Thank you, Holy One. Really? Wow, Ramaya, thank you for your input. That's what you see in your visions. Where do you see Johnny? Medical assistants. I see UFO all the time. Just ask them to show themselves, and they will most of the time. Yeah, that's a good idea. We'll just it's all about putting intention out there. What is intention? You're directing your thought somewhere. You're moving something. Reality is made by thought. The thoughts of many, a collective of beings. Like there is something called the human collective consciousness. That's us in the 4D, all making ourselves and participating in the 3D. So, Amakaya. Alright, you guys, I'll be letting you go today, but I'm here every night if you want to catch me again on the flip-flop. Please subscribe to my channel and take a look at some of my other videos. I'm going to be coming out with new ones all the time. We talk about starseeds here, all kinds of starseeds, and about the indigo children. We talk about spiritual ascension, spiritual awakening. You guys want to sign up, and because I'm very active in this. I'm doing stuff every day. You'll see me live whenever you want, any time in the day. I mean, I'm here like around 5 p.m. Mountain Standard Time, somewhere around that time, give or take a half hour, because it's kind of flexible right now, but eventually it'll be exact. We'll even probably have a countdown or something. But thank you for being here. Come again. I love you. Much respect to you guys. Anastaka. Hope you have some lucid dreams, man. Put some selenite under your pillow, or some quartz, or an amethyst. See what happens. Peace. Namaste. Makari. Orion Starseed. Apache.